serious?
Maria Hill's the biggest bitch in comics. I hate Maria Hill. Right? That's why it's like I'm taken back by how likable she is in the MCU. Maybe it's because she's played by Robin Scherbatsky from How I Met Your Mother. Maybe. Right? But basically, she's like, I need you to arrest any hero that doesn't register by any means necessary. I don't even care if you got to kill him. Right? Because, S.H.I.E.L.D., they get down and dirty like that. He's like, Captain America's like, heck no, are you serious? You're asking me to arrest people that have risked their lives every day for y'all without being seen, with nothing in return. And you want me to take them down and treat them like ordinary criminals and supervillains? And he's like, I'm asking you to obey the American law, Captain. And he's like, nah, this is not the government that I fought for years ago. Because let's be real. If we even look at history, right? And I say this all the time. After World War II, after we won that war, you can't tell me America didn't get a crazy ego and start doing some crazy stuff.
Time out. Are the cameras rolling? Yep. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, Kev.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
How you doing, everybody?
Yo, why he come all Wayne Brady with it? Hey!
How you doing, everybody? We are... No, actually...
Oh, he's fucking up the own intro. Goddamn.
One job.
So we're hiring a host. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to the mic, got mic skills, work the crowd, work the camera, we're looking for one.
Everybody, welcome to You Serious Podcast, starring...
and I'm your host.
I'm giving you background music. Just keep going.
And I'm your host, Kevin Tran. And here are my two lovely co-hosts, Joshua Lawrence and Alex Secchia. Josh from OS&S Music. He's a solo artist.
OS&S Music, wow, crazy.
Came out with it. Alex Secchia from Prime Point Media.
The home of people recognize one-man entertainment.
And yours truly, the host and singer as well,
Kevin! Yeah!
Business owner of Primal Nutrition and CEO of Resilient One. So if you guys need any supplements,
the
stuff go on resilientoneco.com.
He forgot the stuff too.
He did.
And type in type in You Serious 10. We just dropped our pre-workout and creatine line, and the formula is pretty fire. So I just gotta plug it in there. So
that's how I want my plug to talk about cocaine. The ingredients we put in this really fire.
Yeah, the ingredients. It's actually we put in. We didn't put in crack cocaine or anything like that. I wish, but
we for legal reasons we didn't.
Yeah, for legal reasons. Yeah,
I'm not here. I don't know what they're saying.
Like Whitney Houston said, crack is whack.
Wow.
No, but anyways, so we formulated, with special ingredients like beetroot powder, organic lion's mane for the focus, and like a crazy amount of pumps so you can get jacked in the gym. So
there had to be another way to say that. There had to be another way to say. Am I tripping?
He's reading the teleprompter. Get Chang. This product may disclose. Side effects may be.
Oh, but anyways,
I'll fuck with you, Kev.
Yeah, but anyways, welcome to the second episode, and our last conversation about Freddy versus Jason versus Michael Myers, and then he had to insert Chucky,
which he had to do everything he can. He had to make it 2-on-1, 3v1. It's okay.
It's crazy. It's okay. I learned there's a lot of Chucky fans out there, and I'm so proud of all of you that are like,
no. Time out. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's a lot of fans of everything in the world.
Is there?
Yes.
Star Wars sequels?
Yes. There's 7 billion people in the world. You'd be surprised at what people actually like in this world.
Look, if we're gonna be technical, based on the Disney stocks of Star Wars right now, they don't got that many fans.
Based on the stocks of a lot of shit right now.
Yo, yeah, we
the economy, my man.
Entertainment wise too. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's be real here.
Before we get to our one debate, that actually brings up the question, because my brother said something, because a lot of entertainment right now has been plummeting almost, and you could say it's because of inflation, you could say it's because of the strike and all this stuff, but he was like, honestly, like, since we will get into a superhero topic, as you see the costume, because happy Halloween,
what superhero movies recently would you consider, like, you think years from now will be considered classics?
Okay, so for years from now, Spider-Man 2, we talked about that.
Spider-Man 2.
No Way Home. Because it introduced all 3 Spider-Man at once.
That was just like an event.
It's instantly boom.
That's history right there.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars.
Avengers 1.
Avengers 1.
Civil War.
Civil War for sure.
Yes.
My favorite MCU movie. Endgame.
Hold on, you got to think about because of and the reason why is that last battle scene. That's it. But
that and the emotion. Do you trust me? I do. Like, you felt that. Iron Man 1, easy. Iron Man 1, the one that started it all.
Iron Man 1. So there's no debate. Kev, want to pack up?
Blade.
Iron Man 1.
We still haven't gotten to our topic.
I love Blade.
I
love Blade.
Blade 1 and 2.
I love Blade 2 is my favorite one of the
Blade
series.
2. That fight scene in the end. Oh my. Wesley Snipes dead.
Ooh.
Some motherfuckers always
No,
trying to
no. The badass thing was when he caught the blade, when he caught his sword. And he went, can you blush? And cut the bitch in half.
Nah, when the dude threw Blade and he hit the wall, then landed back down and did the. I was like, oh.
Then he caught the shades. Ooh.
Another iconic film, I would say, like another like classic. Gotta respect the OGs here. Tim Burton's Batman.
Can I be honest though? I feel like Blade 2 is not gonna get a lot of love. I feel like Blade in general ain't gonna get that much love as it should. I feel like it doesn't get as a lot of love as it should.
Remarkably enough, from a lot of superhero and comic book film fans, Blade gets a lot of love.
As it should, because I love Blade. I got the trilogy. I got everything in that room.
Black Panther,
yes.
First one, definitely a classic. Second one, I don't like the second one. X-Men.
I'm trying to think.
The X-Men trilogy, the OG X-Men trilogy.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel about Last Stand. Last Stand.
Iron Man. The first one.
Iron Man, yes. Iron Man 2,
no, they kind of went downhill.
Yeah, they went downhill to that. Guardians of the Galaxy, easy. The whole trilogy, classics. You can't hear one song that was off any of the soundtracks and not think of any of those movies.
Our host is currently Google searching the movies.
No, send me in the Wi-Fi password. While you guys go at it, I'm editing some photos. I'm such a good host, right?
Well, while we do go at it, our topic of the day, I'll steal us back on course.
Yeah.
Cop of the Magic School Bus, y'all. The topic of the day is we wear on the opposite sides. We did that.
Under roofs.
We did that. Apparently, we just did that. It worked weirdly for the camera, for the TV. Captain America versus Iron Man, MCU debate. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I'm not for Captain America.
And I'm not for Tony Stark.
I'm not for Captain America. You know what I'm saying?
Steve Rogers all day.
Crazy, bro.
The GOAT.
Stop.
The GOAT.
You can't call him the GOAT.
Why can't I call him the GOAT?
No, he is not the GOAT.
How is he not?
He's not the GOAT. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's good. You know how to get the... Nah.
Who inspired all the heroes that we got now in the MCU?
I'm sorry?
Who inspired all the heroes that we got now in the MCU?
Oh, hold on. Time out. Go ahead. Let me get stretched. I'm feeling
Tony Stark's dad didn't even really love him for real. Because this man, Tony Stark, was jealous of the idea of Captain America. That's one. Two, every hero that joined the Avengers, they look at Tony, they're like, oh, you're just an arrogant, like, yeah, you're a hero, but you got your issues. But Cap, he's that guy. He can do this all day. Cap is the hero. If it wasn't for Cap, you would not have them even try to make an Incredible Hulk or mimic the Super Soldier Serum. The products of Cap speak for themselves. Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, the White Wolf.
I'm sorry. Was he still talking? I was
Tripping.
like trying to listen.
Who does Tony Stark got that carried on his legacy? Who? War Machine?
He's digging himself a hole with these questions right here.
War Machine?
He's digging himself a hole. He's digging himself a hole. Because the same way I didn't even incorporate this until after the fact. Mm-hmm. Our last debate was Freddy versus Jason, and we talked about whatever they did.
Yeah.
But iconic core villains.
Yeah.
Even though before Freddy Krueger became Freddy Krueger, when he was Fred Krueger, what he did as a human, right? What he did as a human was still demonic, like sadistic type stuff. You already top tier for the stuff he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Then he became the demon and added to that. Let's go back. Let's add that same argument to Captain America. Steve Rogers.
There's no way you're bringing that same argument to Steve Rogers.
Son, what was Steve Rogers before he hopped into the hyperbolic time chamber of 1795?
He was a good man.
That's not even a real... I was doing it. He was... Oh, yeah. The scrawniest, smallest kid in the batch.
With the biggest heart.
You wouldn't even pick him last on your football team.
That was the point.
Stop talking.
That was the point.
Stop.
That was the point.
You talk, you bored out of everyone. I woke.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
hear me out. He was not doing nothing. Of course, hear me out. Hear me out. You have to have a quality to outweigh all the bads, right? You're not big. You're not built. And you're cute, but you're cute because you're little. You're small. You're skinny. You're not athletic. You can't do stuff. You're probably He was okay. His only path in life was the military. He did that. That was the only thing he had going for him. Oh, I feel myself being a hero. Right? Oh, cool. So your softness, stop. The softness and the so-called heart he had was the only thing you have to have. At that rate, if you don't have that, you're worth nothing if you don't have the heart. So cool. Then you went to the military. And still couldn't gain no respect. Still couldn't gain no respect. You know who gained respect as a soldier who got picked on? You know who had the same story? The dude from Hacksaw Ridge. What's his name? The guy, the medic from Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, Andrew Garfield's character?
Yes. It's like right there. I could see the whole movie. He was scrawny, weak, all that stuff, went into the military, won the fight without a gun, and everyone picked on him the same way to do Steve Rogers. Son. And you know who gained respect? Hacksaw Ridge. He gained the respect. He gained the respect of everyone. You know who did it? Steve Rogers. You know who didn't gain shit until he hopped in the chamber? Steve Rogers. You know who created that? Tony Stark's father. You know who created his shield?
Actually, he didn't.
You know who created the shield?
Wakanda.
Well, no.
Tony Stark's dad stole it and then gave it a paint job. He gave it a paint job.
Who made it up? He took the material.
Black Panther's great ancestors. The ancestors of Wakanda made that shield. They stole it, and then Tony Stark's dad painted it.
He still had to create it into like
he made other shields, but notice how Captain America didn't pick any of the other shields he made. He took the one shield.
Because it was light, and then when they shot it, bing, 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 there was not even a scratch.
He was like, it's a prototype. What are you going to do with that? Cap showed him what they could do with that.
Yeah, super soldier. What can you do when you superhuman speed and strength and?
I also like how you mentioned who Cap was before the serum, but we're not going to talk about who Tony was before the serum. Yeah, we know he was rich. Yeah, we know he was successful. What was he doing?
Oh no, we'll talk about it. Go ahead, bring it up. I'm ready.
This man was an arms dealer who didn't give a dang about anybody but himself until he's like, oh no, people are actually getting killed by the weapons I sell. Wow, who would have thought? Now that you're on the side of dying and that you see that somebody that you finally give a dang about besides yourself is in trouble. Now, see, Cap, the reason he joined the army was like, it wasn't to just fight Nazis. It wasn't just to fight a war. He was like, people are laying down their lives, risking their lives to protect the people they care about. I got no right to sit here while they're risking their lives. I have to be there to help out, because if so, I'm no better than the bad guys that are attacking us. I need to do what I can to help. And I don't care how weak I am. I don't care how strong I am. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they from. That's why they were chosen. Because the main thing about the serum, remember, Red Skull, another super soldier that was unique fire, because they were going to choose another soldier besides Cap because they were big, strong, and everything that were qualifying for it. But what separated them from Cap? He said the difference between Cap and everybody else, you can have the powers, you can have all this. Yes, that'll make you strong and everything else. But what all the serum does is take what's already inside of you and makes it even better. So it's like, at the end of the day, don't worry about being a perfect soldier. Worry about being a perfect man. A perfect man. That man inspired Tony's dad to actually push for the Stark Expo and to inspire other people. That is the same one that, because remember, Tony's dad, he was in the streets. Let's not act like he was in the streets. He was a player. He was debonair. He was basically who Tony is, but not as bad, right? And then it was that inspiration that got Tony Stark's dad to start to help be the founding member of S.H.I.E.L.D. Without Captain America, you don't got S.H.I.E.L.D. Without Peggy Carter, you don't got S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Cap did that.
I would say without Captain America, you don't have S.H.I.E.L.D. Or I would say without Captain America, you don't have the Avengers. Because that motherfucker went to ICE and then Peggy started S.H.I.E.L.D. That S.H.I.E.L.D. initiative was probably already moving.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't moving.
Can you prove that?
Yes, we can. Captain America won. And then we go to Ant-Man where they prove that. Captain America was the first one of many people. They were like, oh, we did this with Captain America and it worked. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. started blossoming from that, because everybody that was looking for Captain America, everybody that was in his inner circle, if Captain America never got frozen and they did start S.H.I.E.L.D., you know darn well he would have been ahead of S.H.I.E.L.D.
But would have. That's not would have. You can make the art. He's first Avenger.
And let's be clear. Before Tony, he had the biggest character flaw out of any of them. The point of Captain America was he was a good man that is adapting. The point of Captain America is adapting to the world that is building around you, that no matter what happens, are you still going to do the right thing? Whereas with Tony, the point of his character is you can start like a piece of crap, but you can truly grow into something special if you allow yourself to. The thing was, and that's what separates the two of them. Captain America was already great. Captain America was already great and already at that plateau. And he helped, and don't forget, and this goes to Civil War, one of the reasons Tony was so depressed, he didn't care who else was on this team. He wanted Cap on his team. He didn't care about anybody else. And why did he choose Spider-Man? Why did he choose Spider-Man for his team? Answer me that question right now. What made him pick Spider-Man?
Hear me out. Listen. Hear me out. That whole argument, the character, and there's Captain America, the one perfect flaw. No. I was going to save this argument for later, but you kind of brought it up now. Captain America is legitimately the epitome of the perfect stereotype male. The epitome. Everyone, a lot of people, eliminate it right now. If you're Team Captain America, get out of here because he's hot and Chris Evans. No. He's the epitome of the perfect male. He's good looking. He's built. He's fit.
And he's
super
a great
fast,
person.
super strong.
And smart.
Such a nice personality. Nobody's selfish. He started good.
How was he selfish?
Stop talking. Let me talk. Let me cook. I'm in the kitchen. He started here, but everyone has that. Everyone. His character slowly went down. His morale slowly started going down throughout the MCU. Yes. Whoa, wait for it to take off. Iron Man has you want to talk about perfect character arc? Iron Man. Yeah, junior billionaire playboy philanthropist, right? Everyone in America, no matter how good you start, when you're born, at some point, you get a little cocky, right? You want to talk about everything, right? Steve Rogers is nothing without Tony Stark's dad. Point blank, period. The scientists, everyone, the billionaires that created that serum, he is nothing without it. He might have been some hero that would have died at war saving somebody's life. Cool, which is great, right? But he wouldn't be my argument is, by saying that, he wouldn't be the level of Captain America. He'd be a hero, I can't even talk. He would be a hero, but like a war hero. He wouldn't be like Steve Rogers' glorified name. He's glorified because why? He took the super serum. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
not the only reason.
Stop, bro.
That's not the only reason he's glorified.
If he never took the serum and died in combat, would you remember Steve Rogers' name? Because you gotta remember, there's a billion soldiers that died in that war. He would just be another name on the wall. Steve Rogers would. You remember Steve Rogers as Captain America. He took the super serum.
Because he became a symbol.
But that's because after he took the serum. That's how you remember him. Legitimately. Because the serum made him the symbol. He's not a symbol without it.
It took part in it, but that's not the only thing that made him.
But hear me out. You were never going to put this little kid, the face of the U.S. Army, without that serum. You did that by giving him the serum. So the serum made him.
But even when they gave him the serum, notice they didn't want to use him as a soldier at first.
We're going back to the
use him
character
as just a
arc.
mascot.
We're going back to the character arc. You can't give someone their intelligence. Yeah, he might inherit some stuff from his father, but as smart as he was, that's on his own time. I could have a kid. He already had the potential. Howard Stark could have he could have blew it. How many people waste their potential? Tony Stark could have been nothing. He could have wasted his talent, became a druggie or anything. No, but he started excelling. He started doing what his father can and going with technology. He got better. He became a billionaire. He's doing his thing. He's flashy. He ain't have no care. No one's telling him nothing, right? You're watching Iron Man. No one's telling him. He's living his life. He's making money. He's don't pay attention to that stuff. He's the head honch. A lot of these guys don't until what happens? Until across all movies, until they're faced with reality. They're faced with I've been living blind. I've been living a lie. And you come to that self-realization. And he did that. And what did he immediately start doing? Immediately shutting down. Immediately correcting it. You want to talk about morals? You want to talk about character? Bro, we can jump right to Endgame when after Tony Stark looked Captain America in his eye and said, the one thing I ask you if I come back and give you what you want, I just don't want to die doing it. I've expressed to you 100 times over, this is what I built, this is what I have. I gotta tell you, man, I don't want to lose it. I'll give you the second chance. I don't want to lose it. And Iron Man lost it. But guess who made sure he got his? Oh, Captain America made sure he lived his 2 lives. The perfect superhuman, America save hero, the face of the world, war hero, first Avenger, all that. Then went back and lived his happy human life with Peggy Carter.
Who told him to do that?
The love of his life.
Who told him to do
the
that?
love of his life.
Who told
the
him-
love of his
but
life.
who told him to do that?
He still did it. That's
Tony told him to do that.
yeah, but bro,
Because the point of Tony was to learn how to. Because Captain America was there for. Because let's be real. I'm gonna say this right now. Tony and Cap are the 2 best characters in the MCU. Can we agree on that?
100%.
And
But mind you-
but why? Because they balance each other out. Because Captain America inspires Tony to be a better hero and go from being selfish to be more of a hero. Whereas Iron Man, his whole point with freaking Captain America was you've given up so much that you never took time to take time for yourself. And that's what you need to be the complete person that you are. And so that's why he literally said, I went to go after that life that Tony told me to get, because all I've known was being a hero. Tony lived his life, but he didn't know what it was like to be a hero. If they go from opposite sides of the spectrum and then become balanced people. The only difference is Tony was willing to finally make the sacrifice.
yeah, but you
play,
gotta remember,
and
his
Cap was
line
willing
didn't
to
say
give
that. He didn't
himself a
say the
life.
line that Tony told me to get. He said, I finally got a taste of that life Tony was talking about.
No, he said, watch the scene. He was like, I thought I'd go out there and live that life that Tony told me to get. And then he's like, so how was it? It was beautiful. You gonna tell me about her? No, I don't think I would. Look up the scene. Please look at that scene. And if we want to talk about flaws, nobody got more flaws than Tony Stark in the MCU. Most of the things that happen are Tony Stark's fault.
And he rose. He started down and went up.
But a lot
His
of stuff.
character arc is mwah.
It's beautiful, but let's not act like he didn't do the most ain't shit crap. For example, I'm about to break down what Tony Stark did, and this is why I'm Team Captain America, especially in Civil War. Especially in Civil War. Okay, so Tony Stark said he would give up being Iron Man to Pepper, correct? Lied about that. Made a suit for Age of Ultron. Understandable, right? Because that's his thing. He went back to who he was. Don't give up who you are. You know what I'm saying? And Pepper just took the time to understand that and finally got an Endgame, right? All right. So then we go to Age of Ultron, where he builds Ultron, who blew up half of Sakaria.
Yeah, but he did that under pressure. He didn't have his team's back.
Let me finish.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
I'm
Josh.
cooking. Let me cook.
All right, go ahead, cook.
Okay, so he built Ultron, right? Blew up half Sakaria. Now he took responsibility, which old Tony Stark would have never done that. So this was character development for him, right? And Captain America, who recently experienced another government who got cocky and wanted to end a war before it started, S.H.I.E.L.D., they didn't even know that Hydra was under their nose. So he knows, like, bro, this world is changing around me and people are losing their morals. And he said to Tony, every time somebody tries to end a war before it starts, innocent people die every time.
Coming
right?
from the guy who can't live without a war, right? Right? Yeah, the guy who can't live without
Hear
a
me
war
out, hear me out.
can't end the war.
But here's the thing.
He can't end
this
the
is
war.
where Tony lost
Go
me.
ahead.
This is where, because at the time, I'm on the fence. But this is where Tony lost me in Civil
ahead.
War. So you're telling me, right? Because of something first of all of Age of Ultron is us correcting Tony's mistake, right? It's basically what it is. Then we go to Civil War, which is basically like the aftermath, right? And Tony, and this goes back, Tony don't give a damn unless it affects him, right? Iron Man 1, he did not give a damn about who his weapons hurt until it hurt him, and then he saw the other side, right? Tony didn't give a damn about what Ultron did, even though he saved the day. He really didn't give a damn. He was happy that they just won the fight. And then he found out, somebody's son got killed in Sakaria. Now it's affecting me. Now I care. And to the fact where now he wants to sign the Sokovia Accords. Mind you, it gets worse. So you're trying to push on the Sokovia Accords for all superhumans, all the Avengers to sign, when it really should be you. Who made Ultron? You. Who's the one that basically did people dirty when it came to the New York attack in the aftermath? You, which is why Vulture exists. Who was the one who made Whiplash? You. Who was the one?
You can't
can
fall
put
him
that
for
on him.
Vulture. You can't fall him
Yes,
for
I
Vulture.
can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Who put
No, you
the damage
can't.
control
No,
together?
you can't. No, you
Tony
can't.
did.
Because would you trust humans in general to pick up raw alien artifacts and expect not to sell on eBay or do anything with it? What? No. Answer. No. Answer the question.
No, because I can counter you with this. I can counter you with this.
I need an answer.
So you're using that as an argument. You're using. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
No, because it's my turn. It's my turn. You walked out of the kitchen. Hear me out. Ready? We'll address the Ultron thing. We'll address the Vulture thing first. First of all, if there's a bunch of alien organic matter, you mean to tell me that one person's gonna be like, you know what? Let me pocket that. Let me do anything with it. Second of all, Ultron. Yeah, Tony dropped the ball on that one. But hear me out.
And then try to get the team to pay for his mistake.
The team wasn't even with him on that. Tony had to go. I have to go behind Josh's back. Kevin, rock with me. There's this idea. It could work. We're two of the smartest brains. It could work. We can make this happen because it's what we need. Tony Stark ultimately saw the bigger picture. His goal was to end the war. Captain America, your boy don't want the war to end. He said it before. I don't know what I would do with myself. That motherfucker can't live without a war. And what happens in the war? People die. So that whole shit of, what happened? What happens when you try to stop a war before it starts? People die every time. Rips the log. All right, asshole. They're going to die regardless because you want to keep the war alive. Second of all, Ultron, he had to go behind his back and create it. If he had...
Because they knew it was a bad idea. And the only reason he went behind their back because he knew he was doing it.
But if people backed him, you know what, bro? You know what, Kevin? You're on our side. You know what? We believe in you. We seen what you could do. You made nothing. You can do the impossible. You can. We trust you. We'll all back you. You don't have to go behind no one's back. You mean to tell me it'd be a little bit different? The guy who's known for learning from his mistakes, from always constantly getting better, who cracked time travel. You mean to tell me if he had the full backing of S.H.I.E.L.D., the full backing of the Avengers, didn't have to sneak around, he wouldn't have fucked Ultron up? They wouldn't have caught that? You mean to tell me nothing would be caught?
He still would have messed Ultron up. Let me tell you why he would have messed Ultron up. The reason why he would have messed Ultron up is because, let's not act like when he did have the team backing him up, we know Tony Stark is arrogant. We know he thinks he knows best. And he knows that Bruce Banner is the only one that will roll his belly and go with whatever he's talking
knows
about.
Best. When he didn't admit to Bruce, hey, you're the only one that knows this more than I do. I need you to complete this project. He can't fit.
Even Bruce warned him, but Bruce is a punk. We know Bruce is a punk.
Bruce is a punk. He's a grown man. He's a brilliant scientist.
But he's a punk.
He really could have stepped out of it at any time.
But he didn't because he's a punk.
You can't say that the Hulk's a punk. Yeah, come on.
You see how Hulk ended up in Endgame. He's a punk.
He's still a grown man. No, they just nerfed him because that was horrible writing.
No, you can't say horrible writing. That's consistent with his character. He's always been a punk.
Black Widow, your love of your life dies? That motherfucker should have waited.
Even before that, he was a punk. All of Infinity War, all it took was Hulk getting effed up once, and he was hiding the whole movie.
And they gave him a human side. You can't give him a human side. Come on, bro. And then Black Widow, your love of your life dies. You're like, arm. Man, you better rage out with one fucking arm. You better.
Let the love of his life die and didn't do nothing. Yo, Thanos is Debo, and you thought Hulk would be Craig, but he wasn't. He was the dude whose grandmother gave him that chain.
And you definitely ain't gonna blame. You ain't definitely gonna blame Vulture shit on him. You definitely ain't gonna blame Vulture shit because that can happen anytime. There were raw materials everywhere. Tony tried to contain that. He tried to contain it because he saw what could have happened.
But you let me finish with that. Here's why I say that's his fault. Because it goes back to what's consistent with Tony's character. If he doesn't see the other side that doesn't affect him at the time, he will not care. That's why even Peter had to go after Vulture on his own in the first place. Because literally he said, this is a bit under the Avengers pay grade.
No.
Because if he was telling that to Cap would have been on go. Cap would have been on freaking go to take care of this off the rip and then try to talk to Adrian Toomes and understand. Tony didn't give a dang until this got to Washington, D.C. Okay, maybe I need it. No. Tony only cooperates when it's something that affects him.
So let me ask you this.
You're talking about Tony.
Let me ask you this.
Let me finish. Because you didn't let me get this way the first time. Hold on. So Tony, you're talking about, Tony's going to trust people with that tech. I feel you on that. Okay. Funny how he gives that same tech.
We're going for an hour.
That same tech that Tony shouldn't trust ordinary people with, to Spider-Man, who we just met that day. And why did he recruit Spider-Man? Because Cap wouldn't join his team. And that's why he questioned it. Why do you do that? Why do you put on that onesie in the morning? And he's like, because when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you. And he's like, so you're looking out for the little guy. Oh, yeah. I guess that's a simple way to put it. Just looking out for the little guy. You know why he asked him that? Just looking out for the little guy. You know why he brought that up? Who was asked that question in all the Marvel movies? Captain America was asked that question by the German that gave him the super soldier serum and that was friends with his father. So he asked him that question because he tried to replace Cap with Spider-Man at the time. So that's why he invested heavily in him. Because he's like, oh, you're as smart as me and you have a little bit of the mentality of Cap. I could hopefully replace it. This kid was 15. This kid was fit. We get on Batman when y'all get on Batman when he does it, but we not getting on Tony Stark when he does it? No. Heck no. You bring this kid into war and he just was a hero for like 6 months because you miss Cap. Because he knows Captain America is his moral compass. Without Cap, Tony makes all the wrong decisions and it's proven time and time again.